Okay, real quick, I'm back. I forgot to tell y'all about the third dream. I'm back. So, in this third dream, I heard in the spirit, you're getting evicted, right? You're getting evicted. You got 30 days, right? So, I'm wondering, what is that? So, okay, I was telling y'all about the situation with me and Dana. She gave me unexpected news. I stayed with my parents for a little bit. I stayed with my sister for like 2 days. I had to get my stuff right to get my own apartment, right? Which I'm in now. So, on that note, what that meant was God was giving me a warning. It's time to move out on faith. It's time to do your own thing, Corey. It's time to do your own thing. So the next step was, it was a door open. I told y'all about the doors. It was a prophetess at Titus Harvestone Spectrum. I forgot her name. She was telling me how God was going to use me in different places and spaces, and how it was open doors that only I could open and I could shut and I could close, right? And I had to be conscious minded on which way I would go with everything that was going on. It happened probably in 2006, 2007 when all this occurred. But God was preparing me for what I will be facing. And these dreams were happening. You got to understand, these dreams were happening in between 2019, 2020. And like everything happened suddenly in the space that I was heading into when I mentioned in the other video, right? And that's why I gotta say this. Just like Judas betrayed Jesus. They said at the Last Supper. They said at the Last Supper. They said at the Last Supper. And Jesus was like, one of y'all are about to betray me. And John whispered to Jesus, who is it so, sir? Who is it so, master? Who was it? Who was it? And he told Judas to go your very way. Do what you're told. So Jesus went in the Garden of Gethsemane and he asked the disciples to pray. He told them to pray. He came back. Drops of sweat coming down like blood. And he said, I asked y'all to pray. Why are y'all worried? And he told the disciples, Satan has the desire to swift you as wheat, to have you to go which very way you don't want to go. And then, he ministered to him after the resurrection and so on and so on. I feel free. I feel released. I had to do something that it took me years to do. I'm not going to go into detail with that. But I had to forgive the biggest thing that was covered with dirt in my heart. They say a concrete is the rose in the concrete. How do a rose come up in the concrete? You gotta have some hard surface to come up in the concrete. I don't know the expression, but I know what I know about that. Just remember, everything happens for a reason in the season. Every enemy that attack you, it only advance you in the level that God may want you to go. And that's why I was talking about the intersections and I was talking about the pathways. Everybody's heading in the same direction on the intersection, right? Some going this way, some going that way. But when you get to your exit, you turn off where your destination, right? The question was asked, what if we're not heading in the same direction? Well, technically, we are if we're all going to heaven, right? If we all want to go to heaven, right? So, around the same time span, things were happening in everybody's lives, right? Periodically, same situation, same scenario. It's nothing that you did. It's just you can't get caught up in the midst of other people's drama. When you do, that's when you have to face the consequences. And I'm sorry I have to say it that way, but you have to disengage with what you know you don't need to engage with. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let y'all go on that note. I'm done. I'm out. I'm no more videos for the rest of the night, y'all. I just felt the need to say that. So y'all have a blessed day. Peace.